IWC's relationship with aviation began in the mid-1930s, when the Schaffhausen-based manufacturer created a wristwatch designed for the needs of pilots. It was resistant to extreme temperatures and featured an anti-magnetic escapement as well as a rotating bezel with an index that enabled to use the timepiece as a simplified chronograph. A few years later, the company developed a bulkier model with a novel feature, a soft iron inner cap that improved the movement's protection from magnetic fields. Around 1943, IWC was one of the 12 Swiss manufacturers commissioned by the British War Ministry to make waterproof and rugged watches for use on the front line. The initials WWW, which stood for Watch Wristlet Waterproof, were to be engraved on the caseback. The dial was to have a black background, luminescent hour markers and hands, and the symbol of government ownership, the so-called broad arrow. The watch, known as Mark X within the company, was fitted with the same caliber 83 of the first aviator model. The first examples were delivered in May 1945, after the end of hostilities in Europe. A few months later, the British Ministry suspended purchases. In 1948, IWC returned to aviation with the Mark 11, which reprised the main features of earlier pilot models and offered a seconds-stop function for precision time setting. The watch was discontinued around 1984. Later on, IWC released military-style models meant for the civilian market. Introduced in 1993, the Mark 12 updated the technology of the Mark 11 by adopting an automatic movement with a date display, the caliber 884 supplied by the sister company Jaeger-LeCoultre. In 1995, IWC introduced the women's version, and in 1996 came a series of 500 platinum models. Easily recognizable by its blue dial, this Mark 12 has a 36 mm case, screw-down winding crown, water resistance to 50 meters, soft iron inner cap, and movement adjusted in 5 positions. In 1999, IWC replaced the Mark 12 with the Mark 15, equipped with a 38 mm case and an ETA-derived movement. It was followed by the Mark 16 in 2006 and the Mark 17 in 2012. The latter featured a 41 mm case.